Always keep the orientation of the paper the same, although it's very tempting to move it around sometimes. And here I always sellotape them down. But if you're trying to do something in a corner or something like that, always keep the orientation the same so that your mind is always focused on where the viewer will be and how the, not just where the viewer, but how the painting is going. If you turn it around, the whole painting changes its dynamic. The whole thing looks completely different. And that may work if that's what you want to do, because obviously you can do what you like. However, it's more difficult to have the it's more difficult for your whole consciousness to work through what's going to happen next. We presume that things are happening to us, and we have no prior knowledge of what we're going to do or what's happened. Or, however, our whole consciousness is working out and receiving and giving out signals and doing things and affecting things as and when that happens. Which means if you change the paper around and you look at it from a different angle, and it's not say, do it, because it is interesting, but from a painting perspective is very important as well. Descartes. And because you are then, if you change it around, you are then, it's like going into the kitchen and looking for the scissors that have always been in the drawer, and they discover they're not there. They've been moved, or you've forgotten to put them in the right place, or whatever it happens to be. And that changes everything, because rather than just being able to snip the top of a packet or cut your onions or whatever you're going to do with your scissors, you can't. You've got to find the scissors first. And that's the same thing as turning the paper around when you're doing this. If it is a criteria, obviously, of what you're doing, and that's the way you want to see how the mind does it, that's okay. But if you do that, you'll have known that it will have been one of the criteria that you're doing, not just because, oh, I can't get to that little bit, or I can't get in here. We just presume that we are reacting to something completely, totally new and in front of us, whereas really, what we've done a lot of the time is our minds have already worked out an awful lot of that stuff for us, and not just predicted it, know it's going to happen, because either that's what you're going to do or that's what's done before. So this one, for instance, we try, rather than going top to bottom, go left to right or right to left, whatever it happens to be. If we changed it the other way around because we weren't comfortable by doing the motions this way, then when we turned it round again because we want it in this aspect, we have to realign everything, and it has to take in everything again. Whereas if you do it from here, your mind is understood, it's there, it's on it before. I don't have to think about where the scissors are. They're already there. I don't need to worry about them. They're fine. They're all right. The scissors are doing good. And I want that just a bit more crisp there, even though I might cover it up completely in a minute. 4 minutes. Just two colours and just something going on. So what am I going to do with that? I can. And there's loads of things. Tamp this down here because I haven't done that for a bit, although I have done a few things like that. I can put some blobs in here and make it different, or I can, depends on what the feeling is. What is I want to do? And introduce another colour. And what colour will I have? It'll be quite good to do that. Do we want that one? Do we want that one? Do we want another blue? Or make it purpley? I think purpley. I do reach for purple very often. It's a good one. It's fun. Whoa! Now we can either leave that there or get rid of it. I don't want that there. You can go away. However, what I do want is this purpley bit. So let's get this purpley bit out of the tube. if I can. By the look of it, I can't. Come out in a minute, don't worry. There you go, it's out. Going to go over time, that's because of, obviously, using that. 25, right. Do I need some more? Do I need another colour? Do I need some white on the top of that? Just a little bit. Just a little bit of white. Down the side. And it's going to be a very small amount of white. See how that one fits in with it. And that needs to do something else. That needs to slip in here. I'm going over again, but never mind. Not happy with that. Again, because I haven't got a strict criteria, I can give myself a little bit of time when I need, which is good. Which is good. That's a nice little splodge in there. We'll bring that into the picture. Bring that down like that. Okay. That's finished.